We're live for day 3 of the Launch Your Brand Challenge. Welcome to day 3. So pumped to be here. Woo! I was just doing some push-ups in my office, getting pumped, getting excited. I can feel the excitement. Thank you all for joining today. Congratulations for making it to day 3. You guys are committed. You're still here on day 3. You're committed. And so I love it. I love to see you. I've been reading your comments. I'm looking at your comments. Why don't you let me know in the chat, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling so far? How's your week going? It's been a great week for me, and it's just getting better and better and better. Kind of said that a little bit this week, but I want you to know every day just ramps up. Every day gets a little bit better. We get a little bit deeper. The content gets a little more interactive. So I'm so pumped for you guys that are still here. And I also want to let you know you're doing a great job. I love seeing your posts in the group. I've been looking through those each day, liking them, communicating with some of you. And I want you to know that I see your posts. I see the progress you are making, and you are doing a phenomenal job. So I just want to continue. I want to encourage you to keep going, man. Keep taking that imperfect action. Keep putting one foot in front of the other every day, making progress towards your goals, and you're going to do great. You're going to do it. You're already doing great. It's my honor to get to do this, guys. It is so cool to be able to wake up every day and know that I get to come into my office and talk to you guys and help you guys and teach you guys. It really is my honor. So I appreciate you being here this week, and it's just going to get better and better. So we got a couple more days of the challenge left. Today, getting really, really good. And I also want to let you know, today it's getting a little more interactive, okay? So going forward, kind of mainly today and tomorrow's challenges, it's great if you can kind of do the challenge as we're going through it. So some of the stuff we're going to be teaching, you can do with me. You can do with me. And if you ever can't get it all done or whatever, you can always go back and watch the replay. So if you're behind, if you haven't been able to catch a day, you can always go back and get those replays until they expire in a few days. There's a little countdown on the page, but shirtschool.com/watch now. If you want to watch any of the replays from this week, you can get caught up. You got a few more days to do that. But it's getting better and better. It's getting a little more interactive. All right. I think with all that out of the way, I'm ready to jump into some training today. I do want to talk about the giveaways real quick and just make sure we're all clear on that. So let me share my screen. I know there's always people each day that are joining these trainings for the first time. And so, I want to make sure that I cover some of this stuff. So our giveaways, I want you to look for 3 codes in the top left corner of my slides throughout the training today. It's a letter and a number. And then at the end of this training, we'll give you the link to enter the giveaway and enter those codes that we have. We just want to incentivize you to really pay attention to this info. Really take it in, really learn, because we don't want you to just have this on in the background or something and then just enter the giveaway. So we want to incentivize you and just make the giveaways fun. So there are 3 codes in the top left corner of my slides. At the end, make sure you take notes of those throughout the presentation today. And then at the end, we'll fill out a form and we will pick 2 winners today. We have some really, really awesome giveaways today. They're just getting better each day. And we'll pick those winners. We'll spin the wheel of names and we will post those in the Facebook group and tag the person that wins for these giveaways. We've also been pinning those to the top of the group so you can find those giveaway winners at the top of the group. And that happens shortly after the session today. Man, do we have some giveaways for you today. First of all, which I don't have on my screen here, we're giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. So $100 to Amazon, you can't complain about that, right? But then we're also giving away a full Shirt School course and coaching package valued at over $10,000. We're giving this away to one person today. And then we're also giving away a couple more Shirt School packages tomorrow. So I want to make sure that you are here tomorrow because we're giving away more of these packages. So guys, I'm not going to go through all this, but there is so much included in the Shirt School package. Not only do you get our entire master course, which is over 100 video lessons from me, broken down into 5 modules, but you also get a weekly live coaching and Q&A with me. I show up every single Thursday. A little bit of a typo there. I know it says 8-week coaching. This is actually weekly coaching. I show up every Thursday in our Shirt School VIP group, do some coaching, take questions, and you're going to get access to that coaching with this free package. So I know also, just want to mention really quick, a lot of you guys have been hitting us up, emailing us, commenting. I know that you're wanting to know how you can get into this program and how you can continue working with us after the challenge is over. I want to let you know we'll have that opportunity for you at the end of this week if you would like to become a part of Shirt School, become a part of the family, and continue on with us after the challenge. We will have a special offer for the challenge later this week, so stay tuned for that. But today we're going to pick a winner of this, and I'm also going to give away a $100 Amazon gift card. With all that out of the way, let's get to it. Tell me in the comments if you're ready. Just say ready. Just want to see that you're ready to roll today into the content. All right, I see it starting to roll in. Ready, 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 ready. Okay, how to fulfill all your orders without mountains of cash or any manual work. How many of you guys know it costs a lot of money to start a business, right? The traditional way, you got to take out business loans, you got to get investors. There's different ways that you have to come up with money to start a business because there's a lot of cost up front. What's amazing about the internet, I'm kind of getting ahead of the horse here a little bit, but what's amazing about the internet is it doesn't require that anymore. And so I want to show you how to get your business up and started with very, very minimal money, if any, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. The question we're going to answer today is how do we take our designs that we made yesterday, or maybe I know a lot of you guys came in with designs and t-shirt designs and that kind of thing already created. You probably already had a business. So today we're going to learn how do we take those designs and actually turn them into a sellable product that we can sell and make money, put money into our bank account without all the big headaches of opening a traditional business. That's what we want to do today. That's the goal of today. So here's the old way. Let's talk about the old way a little bit. You got to learn business, sales, marketing skills. You got to get a huge loan and maybe investors or empty your savings. A lot of people have that life savings. They just dump it into a business because they're hoping for that payoff. You might have to rent an office or a retail storefront. The old way of kind of starting a t-shirt or apparel business, right? You might have to have a retail store. You got to hire a staff. Who's going to pack and ship your orders? Who's going to print the t-shirts? Who's going to run the register? Who's going to do the customer service, right? You got to hire all the staff. You got to develop a product and buy a bunch of inventory. So you're going to have designers. You're going to have to do all that stuff. Then you're going to have to buy a ton of t-shirts and pay to have those printed, or buy the equipment, all that kind of stuff. And then you hope it sells, right? You hope that putting that billboard on the highway gets people to come into your store and buy. And this is kind of the old way, right? Pre-internet, before the internet, this is kind of how some of the things that you needed to start a business and get a business off the ground. But then we all know the internet came along. You guys are all sitting on the internet right now. So the internet comes along and changes the game completely. And what that really eliminated was having to rent an office or retail store, right? So now you could do everything from your laptop via the internet. It really changed the game because you could start a business from your laptop. It's crazy, right? But still, some of these other issues still were there. You still had a lot of these same issues. You still had to figure out who's going to pack and ship your orders, and you still had to buy inventory, and you had to do all this stuff. Then something comes along called drop shipping. A lot of you guys have probably heard about drop shipping. We're not going to be talking about drop shipping is not a great way to do business, in my opinion. We're not going to be talking about using drop shipping. We're going to use a form of drop shipping, which is a little bit different. But I wanted to tell you about drop shipping because it really did revolutionize how we do business on the internet when it came along. It's probably 10 years old, maybe a little bit older than that. This idea of drop shipping came along. Now, what drop shipping what this means is that you no longer have to have inventory, buy inventory up front. What drop shipping is I can pay Joe wherever in the world that can house my product, can ship my product for me. Most of the time, this is in China, right? So we have these companies in China where I can have them ship the item for me. And this makes it to where all I have to do is make a sale. And once I make a sale, that item is shipped from the fulfillment center somewhere else in the world, anywhere in the world, straight to my customer, right? So I'm just responsible for selling the product. And then I have a drop shipper that sends it to my customer, and I just collect a profit. So drop shipping really changed the game. It eliminated a lot of these issues that we have. You didn't have to get a huge loan or investors anymore because you didn't have to buy inventory. You don't have any inventory to buy. You don't have to hold that inventory and hope that it sells. The reason I marked out hope it sells is because there's no risk with drop shipping. There was no risk. You just list the products on the internet. If they don't sell, there's no money lost. So it's not a risk. So it eliminated a lot of these issues that we traditionally have. but it added an issue of now you have to wait like 6 weeks, 8 weeks for delivery, right? This was the big, horrible thing that drop shipping brought with it, because pretty much the only way we could do drop shipping is from China. You've heard about these companies, AliExpress, right? That were, these kind of companies where you can drop ship from China. It added this huge issue of your customers having to wait 6 weeks, 8 weeks, sometimes longer than that to get their products. And so this is one of the biggest drawbacks of drop shipping, the biggest downfalls. And drop shipping didn't really work for t-shirt and clothing lines, right? It worked for the crazy little blender bottle gadget or, some little trinket that you could drop ship from China, but doesn't really work for t-shirt and clothing lines until something came along called print on demand. Print on demand came along. I don't know exactly how long print on demand has been around. I'd probably say 5, 6, 7 years, somewhere around there. Print on demand came along. When I discovered print on demand, it was about 4 years ago. Completely changed my business. Print on demand truly revolutionized this whole thing for t-shirt and apparel and clothing lines. So what is print on demand? If you're not familiar with print on demand is like drop shipping for custom apparel and merchandise. You can upload designs to your website, and when your customer makes a purchase, you have a company that prints your item and ships it directly to your customer for you. So remember, we just talked about drop shipping where all you have to do is sell, and then you have a company that ships the item for you. So it eliminates all of that inventory, that upfront cost, the headache of having to ship, do the shipping work. Print on demand did the same thing for t-shirt and apparel sellers. Now you can have a printer that will print and ship your orders one at a time. So as soon as you get a sale of your t-shirt on your website, that order is automatically sent to a company that grabs a t-shirt off the rack, they print the t-shirt for you, they package it up into a package, and they ship it directly to your customer. That's a game changer. That is a complete game changer because it eliminates so many issues that we have as t-shirt and apparel sellers. Here are some of the benefits of print on demand. Why is print on demand this great kind of revolutionary thing? Number one, no inventory. We talked about it up front, right? No longer do I have to have, a big cabinet here or a big shelving just full of t-shirts. I don't have to have that anymore. I don't have to have my own inventory. A company's going to do that for me. There's no upfront or monthly cost. Here's another great thing about print on demand. A lot of you guys might be thinking, well, these companies will print and ship all my items for me. That's got to be expensive, right? Well, there's no monthly cost to use most print-on-demand providers. You can actually use them for free and only pay for the items and the orders as you make sales. So you have no monthly fee, no upfront cost to work with these print-on-demand providers. Another great thing, you can test as many products as you want with no risk. Okay, think about this, guys. You have all these designs that you want to put on t-shirts, and you don't know if they're going to sell. You don't know for sure that they're going to sell. So you can upload as many designs as you want, and you can test out what's going to work, what's not going to work, and there is no risk to you because you don't have to print the t-shirts. You only get them printed when you make a sale. It's a huge, huge deal. Traditionally, I would have to come up with the design. I'd have to order all the t-shirts. I'd have to either print them myself or have them printed. Then I'd have all the inventory, right, and have all that money just sitting in inventory. And if it doesn't sell, I'm just out the money. Now with print on demand, there is no risk. You have huge product selection. Not only can you print t-shirts with print on demand, I'm going to show you in a minute some of the other things you can print. I mean, hundreds, like over 300 items that you can print on with print on demand with no upfront inventory, no upfront cost, that kind of thing. The shipping material and cost of labor is built in. Okay, so that company out there that you're using for print on demand, they have employees, right? They have ink costs for their printers. They have machines, all this kind of stuff. All of that cost is built into the cost of the t-shirt. So you're not paying all these crazy stuff for employees and all this kind of stuff. So it's all built in. Another great thing, the print on demand company deals with the issues. Again, if you have your inventory in your little home or retail storefront or whatever office, like I have an office here, if I have all my inventory here and I ship out something wrong, I ship out the wrong size, I ship out a bad print, I'm responsible for it. When you use a print-on-demand company, if the print-on-demand company ships the wrong t-shirt, the wrong size, a bad print, they'll replace it. They deal with the issues if those arise, so that's a huge advantage. Another great thing I love, you can capitalize quickly on trending events and topics. So if something in your niche comes up that you want to capitalize on, a quote comes out, something happens in the media maybe that's related to your niche, or something is trending on TikTok or whatever it is, and you want to make a t-shirt about it, with print on demand, you can have that t-shirt up in like 15 minutes. The old way, again, we have to order the t-shirts, wait a couple days for those to come in, get them printed, all that kind of stuff. So it can take weeks sometimes to get a trending item up. With print on demand, you can do that in just minutes by uploading it to your print on demand provider. And another great benefit is it looks like the package came straight from you. It's called white labeling. These print on demand companies will actually put your company name on and your company address on the package, okay, when they ship it out, so that your customer feels like it just came straight from your business. They don't know that it came from another, from a print on demand provider. Now, one more thing I want to mention, which I don't think is on here, is we talked about drop shipping before, and that was 6 to 8 weeks because it's coming from China. One of the huge benefits over drop shipping is that print on demand is local. Okay, so you find a not local to your city, but local as in if you're in the US, you can find a print on demand provider in the US. So it takes that shipping time down to just a few days as opposed to weeks with drop shipping. And some of the companies I'm going to show you today, they have drop shipping, or they have print on demand facilities in multiple countries. So you can even get quick shipping internationally. It's pretty cool. So these are some of the great benefits of print on demand. But the biggest benefit of print on demand is none of these things. These are all great benefits, right? These are all great benefits. But the biggest print on demand benefit of print on demand is everything is 100% automated. Man, I could go on a tangent here about this, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. This is the biggest benefit. Everything is 100% automated. Okay, so when you get a sale on your store with print on demand, that order is automatically sent over to the print on demand provider. They automatically print and ship that item for you out to your customer, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. I mean, think about this, guys. You don't have to do anything. You could be at the beach. You could be on vacation. You could be at the park with your kids. You could be at the zoo. You could be playing a card game. You could be eating lunch. You don't have to worry about fulfilling that order. It is all automated with this thing called the internet that just makes it so simple. It's a huge, huge benefit because that saves you time as the CEO of an online apparel business. Your time is the most valuable thing. And so that saves you so much time not having to worry about everything that happens when the order is made. So I want to make sure we're completely clear on this. And I'm going to actually do a demonstration here in just a little bit. I'm going to show you exactly how this works, like take you through it step by step. So if you're still not quite comprehending this, don't worry, because we've got a lot more detail to go through. And I do want to make sure that it's very clear and simple for you that how this works. So let's walk through some of these steps. So number one, you upload your design to your print on demand app. Okay, you upload your design to your print on demand app. You place that image on a product. So you can grab a t-shirt, you can grab a hat, you can grab whatever product you want to sell on your computer. You put that image on that item. So you can put it on the front of a t-shirt right here, right? On your computer. You list that product for sale on your store, on your website. You say, I want to charge $25 or whatever you want to charge. When your customer makes an order, so they give you money, and that order is automatically sent to a factory or a print on demand provider. They print the design and they ship it directly to your customer, okay? So these are each step that the order kind of flows through, or how you can get from just having a design that you maybe created yesterday all the way to making a sale, collecting your money, and that order being sent to your customer. Here are some of the products you can sell with print on demand. So again, if you're thinking this is just t-shirts, it's way more than t-shirts. Get ready for this. T-shirts, we've got leggings, we've got baby onesies, got hats. You can get fully embroidered hats, not just printed on, fully embroidered hats with print on demand, tote bags, phone cases, socks, jewelry. I'll tell you, jewelry is a very, very popular item right now because it can be customized. So jewelry is another thing. Face masks obviously have been a hot item the last year and a half. Face masks, pillows, Mugs are always a great item to sell. Even like Yeti style tumblers. I mean, these can be fully engraved, which is awesome. Dog bowls, journals, right? Shower curtains, canvas art. Canvas art is one of the best items to sell because it's got huge margins with print on demand. So there are so many great items. This is just barely scratching the surface. As I said, there's 300 to 500 different items that you can sell with print on demand, which is just mind-blowing that we live in this world where you can do that. So let's keep rolling here. Oh, I got more headphones. But you might say, Carey, I want to do it myself. I want to print my own items myself. I don't want to use this print on demand thing. I want to do it all myself. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Doing it yourself is perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And I have a lot of students who do it themselves. But the message I want to get home to you today is that your time is very, very valuable. And as you progress in your journey of owning this online business and becoming a CEO, your time becomes worth more and more money. So you have to consider that, the time trade-off. You have to consider the trade-off of time for, wanting to do it yourself and what the benefits and advantages are of doing it yourself versus using something like print on demand. I want you to ask yourself, how much money is your time worth? And I'll tell you this, a lot of you guys probably have day jobs. I mean, let me know in the comments if you have a day job. I'm sure that a lot of you guys have, a regular job that you're working right now. And so you might know how much your time is worth in that job. Well, I want to tell you this, as a CEO of a business, your time is worth a lot more than they're paying you at your day job. Your time is worth a lot more. Your time might be worth $50 an hour, $100 an hour, or more. It might be worth $1,000 an hour, So you got to ask yourself, how much money is your time worth? Because I will tell you this, the thing that is going to take the most time for you is printing, folding, shipping, packaging, shipping and packaging your t-shirts and items. It will take so much time and it will drain you having to do that. Okay, so you have to have a plan for that fulfillment. The less time you spend printing, folding, packing, and shipping orders, the more time you can spend selling. Whew, let that sink in for a second. How many of you guys know selling, and I've actually got it in my slides, but selling is the only thing that puts money into your bank account. It's the only thing. Fulfillment, spending time on fulfillment does not directly put money into your bank account. Some harsh realities, right? Because we when you think about it, you think, oh man, it's this stuff is so important, and it is important. Printing, fulfillment, making sure that your customer gets a good end product, that's all important. But the only thing that actually results in money going into your bank account is marketing and sales. Okay, so this is a little time and money comparison that I put together, which is basically fulfilling yourself versus using print on demand. I'm not gonna go super in depth on this. I did this a while ago, but I wanted to go through some of the things that you might not be thinking about when you're thinking about fulfilling yourself. Now, starting with, I'll put my mouse over here, but starting with the cost for the t-shirt, about $3.10 might be the average if you're buying it wholesale. With print on demand, everything is included, around $9 for a t-shirt, okay? Cost to get the ink printed on if you're fulfilling yourself, somewhere around $2 per t-shirt. Over with print on demand, it's all included in that $9, right? Cost to ship might be a little bit cheaper when you're shipping it yourself, about $3.50. With print on demand, usually it's around $4 to use a print on demand company, have them ship it. Think about the shipping material. So you think about the bag, right? The label, somewhere around 25 cents per order. It's all included with print on demand. This one's a huge one that a lot of people don't think about, but it's wasted product cost per 100 shirts. Okay, here's the deal, guys. When you're ordering yourself, some of you guys might not be thinking about this as a beginner. When you're ordering items wholesale yourself, you have to guess on what sizes you will be able to sell. Think about t-shirts. You have to guess. You have to say, well, I'm going to order 10 smalls, but I don't know if I can sell 10 smalls. I'm going to order 15 mediums. I don't know how many mediums I'm going to sell. Take it from my own experience, my own advice. Please hear me out on this. You will have wasted products every single time you order yourself and do it yourself. Without fail, I'll order 25 larges thinking, man, I always sell a lot of larges, and then I'll have 5 larges sitting there for the next year that I can't sell. Right? So there's always going to be wasted product costs that you have to factor in here. With print on demand, you have 0% wasted product cost because you're just fulfilling one at a time. Time devoted to each t-shirt. Some of you guys might be thinking this is a little bit high. Okay, that's fair. It might be a little bit high, right? But think about how much time is going to go into doing all the things that we've talked about, printing, shipping, all that stuff that's going to go into that. What is that time worth that you could be putting that into other things? Again, with automation, with print on demand, you have no wasted time. Okay, so you get the idea here. In my opinion, paying $13 for printing and shipping with print on demand is a much better option when you consider the time versus doing it yourself. Okay, so adding up all the costs when you really factor in that time, it just makes so much sense, especially when you're just starting out, when you've got a brand new business, to use something like print on demand. I could go on and on about that. I said this before, but the only activity that you can do that directly results in money going into your bank account is marketing and sales. That's it, guys. That's it. The only activity that you can do that directly results in money going into your bank account is marketing and sales. These are the skills you need to learn and need to focus on to actually put money into your bank account, not the fulfillment. And you can just hire a print-on-demand company for free to do it all for you, which is a pretty cool thing. Now, I want to just let you guys know, I know I've said this a few times already, but just to be clear, Friday session coming up day after tomorrow, we're going to be diving into the Shirt School system for marketing and sales, the Shirt School system for selling thousands of t-shirts and apparel items, blah, blah, blah. That's what we're going to be diving into on Friday. So that session is crucial because we are going to get into the marketing and sales this week. And I'll tell you more about tomorrow's session here in a little bit. But take this to heart, write this down, very important. All right, so how do we do this? How do we set this up? Because you guys know there's some setup that has to be done before we get to that automation part, right? There's some setup that has to be done. We got to build this thing. We got to get it up and running, get some designs up there so that we can start going and getting some sales. Well, what we prefer here at Shirt School, what I prefer, my own personal experience and with our students, is something called Shopify. So we use the combination of Shopify and print on demand together to create our sales machine that is going to be able to automate our sales, get us that money that we're looking for. So Shopify plus print on demand. What is Shopify? Shopify is an e-commerce platform where you can easily build and host your entire online store and connect with a print on demand company. Shopify is the place where you build your online store. Okay, some of you guys might not be tracking with me. This is where you build your website, where you actually put your products on there and you can actually sell. Shopify does it all for you. It's all there, okay? You don't need any additional tools or any additional softwares. Shopify has everything that you can need. And some of the biggest businesses in the world are hosted on Shopify. So a lot of people, they come in and they're like, I don't like Shopify or can Shopify do this or that? Some of the biggest businesses in the world, billion-dollar businesses, they have their online stores on Shopify. Shopify, it has over 1.5 million online businesses are hosted on Shopify. It's by far the biggest, most affordable, best platform. And this is where your online store lives. And we simply connect that up with the print-on-demand company, and that's how we create this machine. So why Shopify? It hosts your entire business, literally, your domain, your store, your web hosting, all your inventory, everything is here inside Shopify to make it simple and in one place. It's extremely easy to set up and manage, which I'm going to actually show you this week. I'm going to show you all of this step by step. There's tons of built-in features. All the things that you need are right there built into Shopify. And anything that you don't have, they have a Shopify app for it, just like on your phone. Tons of apps in the Shopify App Store. So if you want to add other things to your website, they make it really easy with the Shopify App Store. It's very customizable. You 100% own everything. This is your store, your website. Shopify is not like, they're not taking any of your stuff. Like, it is 100% yours. Has a payment processor built in, so you don't have to worry about how you're going to take credit cards. A lot of times that's an issue with other platforms. You got to have Stripe, you got to have PayPal, all this different stuff. They have a payment processor built in. And you're not going to be competing with other products on your own website like Amazon, Teespring, Etsy. Listen, nothing wrong with Amazon, Teespring, or Etsy, but I want you to understand the difference. Amazon, Teespring, Etsy, these are marketplaces where you can go and list your products and let Etsy try to do the selling for you. Shopify, you 100% own everything. This is your website. You control the traffic. You control what it looks like. You control all that stuff. All the data is yours. You own it. This is building a real business versus just listing your products on a marketplace. A lot of you guys maybe use Facebook Marketplace. I love Facebook Marketplace, but that's what Etsy, Teespring, that's what it's like. It's just listing your items on a marketplace. Shopify is building a real profitable, sustainable business where you own the data. Okay, so it's important to understand the difference there. Shopify is very powerful, but also very simple. The next question is, which print-on-demand company should you choose? Well, I'm going to give you some of my recommendations here. So I've used a lot of print-on-demand companies. I've recommended a lot of print-on-demand companies. These are the current ones that I really like. And I have experience with almost all of these. And so I'm going to tell you some of the benefits of each. And I'm going to leave it up to you to choose because they're all really great. These have all been vetted, and I have confidence in these that these are going to be a good experience for you. But these are there's hundreds of print-on-demand providers that you can choose from, and you're welcome to use any of those. These are just four that I've really put some volume of sales through. I've also our students have used, and I'm familiar with. I'm not affiliated with any of these, so I want you to understand that I'm not making any money to promote them. These are just my recommendations based off of experience. So I want to give you a demonstration of print on demand. Let me go back real quick, because I missed a little bit. Let me talk to you just real quick about what each of these print on demand providers has to offer, and then I'm actually going to show you how print on demand works. Okay, so stay tuned. We got a little bit more to get through today. SPOD, Spreadshirt Print on Demand. They have decent prices. They have pretty good product selection. They have quick turnaround, 48-hour turnaround. Great print on demand provider overall. I have not put a ton of volume through them, but I've put some sales through them, and I've been satisfied with the quality. I think they're a solid all-around print-on-demand provider. They also have a really good app. Okay, T-Launch, the next one you see over here on the right, T-Launch. T-Launch, I have students right now doing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month through T-Launch, and they're very, very satisfied. I've also used T-Launch myself, and they have, again, decent prices, pretty good product selection, not at quite as fast turnaround time as SPOD, but they do have good quality, good customer service. They're very reliable. Tscape is going to be one that you might want to consider if you only want to sell t-shirts. They're a smaller print-on-demand provider. They don't have as big a product selection as SPOD or T-Launch or Gelato. So they mainly focus on t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, but they are really, really great if you just want to sell t-shirts or just some very basic apparel. Quick turnaround time, really great quality. Probably my favorite quality. I've put the most volume through Tscape out of any of these. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales through Tscape. So good quality, really good prices, and great customer service. I talk to the owner every time I email him. The owner responds. So that kind of tells you about their customer service. They're great. Gelato. Gelato is a great print-on-demand provider for this reason. If you're wanting to sell internationally, if you're wanting to, wherever you're located at, if you're located here in the US, you're wanting to sell in Canada, Australia, the UK, wherever, they have fulfillment centers all over the world, which means that you pay less for shipping and you also get quick delivery times to your customers. So Gelato is great for that reason. The one I'm going to be showing you today is SPOD, and we're going to do a demonstration of that right now. So let me get that pulled up real quick, and I will show you a little bit about this print-on-demand provider. So let me get that pulled up real quick. All right, so I'm inside the SPOD app. We're inside of just kind of a test account here. Now, I'm going to show you where to go to get your Shopify account set up, all that kind of stuff. That's all coming up. We're just starting here with giving you a little bit of a tour of SPOD. So this is just what you can expect inside of a print-on-demand app. You're going to have things like you're going to have a dashboard where it's going to show you, your orders that are in progress, orders that have not been shipped yet. All of that is here in your dashboard. When you go to products, this is where you can actually put your designs on a product and put the product in your store. You click on the Add Product button. Now, all these print-on-demand providers, again, their apps are going to look a little bit different, but this gives you kind of the general idea. Let me get rid of my let me move my camera over here real quick just to kind of give you a little more viewing space there. So you're going to likely have something like this where you see the t-shirt, you have the colors. If we go to products over here on the left, we can pick the product that we want. So we can scroll through SPOD's products. Maybe we want to do a face mask. Maybe we want to do a certain kind of t-shirt, a phone case, a mug. We've got cropped hoodies, a lot of really, really great stuff in here. Tie-dye, right? So you see the prices. These prices are your price, what you're going to pay. So that's what you're going to pay for the item, and you can mark that up in your store. So let's say that we want to do one of these t-shirts. We got so much good stuff here in SPOD. And SPOD has one of the best apps. Their app is really good. Let's say we do this vintage sport t-shirt right here. We click on that. We click on select. And then what we can do is we can click on designs, and we can actually upload our design, or we can make a design right here. So if you want to design inside of their app, you can do that. When we're uploading our own designs, we'll hit this upload button right here, and we can upload a design from our computer. So all these designs here are designs that I have uploaded from my computer, different test designs and that kind of thing. Let me just grab one of these here. So we'll grab our Imperfect Action design. And when we select that, it pops right on the t-shirt. Right? We can make it bigger. We can make it smaller, all that kind of stuff. And then we can pick the colors. We can set the pricing, all of that stuff here. Once we complete this, the item is just going to show up in our Shopify store. It's going to be ready to sell. Okay? It's really as simple as that. It's just going through the steps here, step by step. Once you complete it, it's going to be in your store. Okay? Let's jump back over to my slides. So just a quick recap, and we got a little bit more to get through today, but just a quick recap of the difference between Shopify and your print-on-demand provider. Just a quick recap. My slides are all over the place. Let me move my camera back over here. Whoop. All right, so Shopify hosts your entire online business empire. This is where your website lives, where your inventory lives, where your pricing, your products, it takes your payments. You own your business through Shopify, and you control your marketing. This is where your website lives and everything within it. Now, SPOD, T-Launch, T-Scape, Gelato, you're free to pick any of these or use a different one. There's a ton of them out there. This is your apparel and product fulfillment company. When you get an order from a customer, the print on demand will have a team member print it, package it, and ship it off for you automatically. So it's important that you understand kind of the difference. Shopify is where your website is. This is your entire website. Print on demand is your product fulfillment company. Let's keep rolling through here. All right, so how do we set this up from scratch? Right now, you guys have been through day 1, through day 2, right? You've got your name, your logo, your niche. You've got your designs. How do we set this up? The first step is that you open your Shopify account, and we love it if you used our affiliate link, shirtschool.com/Shopify. We are an affiliate for Shopify. You get a 14-day free trial. So first thing you want to do, your first challenge for the day, is to open your Shopify account. When you get to shirtschool.com/Shopify, it's going to look like this. You're going to get here, okay? So you type in shirtschool.com/Shopify. My team will leave that in the comments. Now, I want to let you know, which I've got in my slides here, we also have a free gift for you if you use our link. So when you use the shirtschool.com/Shopify, open your account through that link. We have a free gift for you, which we're going to be giving you on the live stream tomorrow. So we'd love it if you use our link. You can get that little free gift. The free gift is going to help you build out your store as you go along in this journey. It's going to give you some steps that you need to go through. So this is where you're going to get when you go to that link. You're simply going to put in your email address, start free trial, and you're going to get a 14-day free trial completely free to Shopify so that you can set up everything that we're talking about with no cost within the next few days, okay? So shirtschool.com/Shopify. Again, we're dropping that in the chat right now for you guys that would like to use our affiliate link and get a free gift tomorrow at 11 a.m. CST. So get that account open. Don't worry about too much else. We do have a couple other things here on for the challenge today, but you can get that free gift for just using our link, shirtschool.com/Shopify. We'll have you that gift for you tomorrow at 11 a.m. CST. Your second challenge is installing a print-on-demand app. So let me show you guys. Again, we're going to go back out to my computer, and I want to show you how to get an app, print-on-demand app installed. Okay, once your Shopify account opens, so remember step 1, you go to shirtschool.com/Shopify, put in your email address, get that Shopify account open. Step number 2, you're going to click on this apps button right here. Apps, okay? We're going to go to customize your store. Boom. That's going to take us out to the Shopify App Store. And we can simply search print on demand. And what you're going to see when we search print on demand is you're going to see there's 326 results. So you've got all of these different print on demand providers that you can use. There's some great ones in here that we have used. We even have reviews over on our YouTube channel if you want to do a few more, do a little bit more research if you'd like to do that. You got companies like Custom Cat that we've done a review of, AppLeak, Fuel, AOP, and then you see some companies like T-Launch, Gelato that we recommend. So you're free to go through here, do the research that you want, but when you find one that you want to use, if you want to keep it simple, I would just recommend using one of the ones that we have showed you. So let's take SPOD, for instance. If we want to use SPOD, we'll click on that and we'll click Add App. Okay, Add App. When you click Add App, what that's going to do is it's going to add it right into your apps on your store. So you see right here under Apps, I have SPOD. So it's as simple as that. Go out to the Shopify App Store, find the print on demand app that you want to install, and go ahead and click on that Add App button. So it's that simple to get your print on demand provider installed. So again, let's jump back into my slides. So challenge number 2 is to get that print on demand app installed into your store. Okay. Challenge number 3 is to get your products created. So remember yesterday, we got our designs done, okay? So a lot of you guys have one design, maybe you've got 2, 3 designs. The final challenge of the day is to go ahead and create your products. And let's, we'll come back to this slide here. I want to do one more kind of quick demonstration here, just to make sure we're clear on this. I want you guys to have all the information that you need to do this, to create your products. No matter the print on demand provider that you're going to be, kind of the standard way to do it. Inside your Shopify account, you're going to click on Apps over here on the left. This is after you've installed your print on demand provider. You're going to click on the print on demand provider's link right here, right? Whatever print on demand provider you're using, you click on that. Once you're inside the app, so we'll click on that. Once you're inside your print on demand app, you're going to click on Add Product. You're going to find wherever that button is that says Add a New Product. From there, you're going to pick the product that you want. We've already kind of started setting this up. But we can pick the product that we want. So we're probably going to start with a t-shirt, right? Most of you guys are going to be doing t-shirts. So you can pick a t-shirt. One of the ones that I love is the Bella & Canvas 3001. Bella & Canvas 3001. That's kind of my go-to unisex t-shirt that will look great for men and women. So you can find that t-shirt, or you can use any of these t-shirts if you'd like to use another t-shirt. But we can find the Bella & Canvas 3001 right here. It's pretty reasonably priced. Pretty good item. We can select the colors that we want for our product, and we can hit select, and then we simply upload the design right here in the upload button. And then at the bottom right, usually this is going to be over on the bottom right, you're just going to go through step by step, picking your pricing, picking your colors. All that is going to be going through that each step with your print on demand provider. And once you complete that, once you complete your product, uploaded your design, set your pricing, all that kind of stuff, you're going to go over to products on the left side of your Shopify store. Click on products, and you're going to see all of your products there in your store. They're going to be ready. They're going to be like for sale. It's just a few steps for you to actually get your product set up. Okay, so it's that simple. Let's go back to my slides, and let's kind of go over some other general guidelines. So here's some general guidelines for your t-shirts. Number 1, I recommend that you price your t-shirts between $21.99 and $24.99. That's kind of the sweet spot for me. $21.99 to $24.99. Somewhere in that range is always a good price. I would do no more than 3 to 5 color variants. These are the most popular colors in order: black, white, heather gray, red, and navy. Those are the most popular colors worldwide. They're the most bought. Black and white they're the most bought by like a bajillion. Like they're like way up there. So keep it simple. Too many colors will decrease conversions, will decrease sales. So you want to keep the options pretty limited and pretty simple. All right, and then the last one here, don't group your products together into one product. This is just a guideline that I have, is you don't want to have your products like with, you click the drop down and it's like tank top, hoodie, hat, t-shirt. Let's not do that. Let's keep it one product per listing. So just a t-shirt, then create a new product, do a hoodie, right? These are just some general guidelines for you to follow. We've kind of went through the demonstration of that already. So day 3 recap. This is what you want to do. Just want to make sure everybody's clear on the challenge today. You want to open a Shopify account with a 14-day free trial at shirtschool.com/Shopify. And we're going to have a free gift for you if you use our link. We'll have that free gift for you tomorrow at 11 a.m. CST. For anyone who uses our link, we will have that available for you. You want to install a print-on-demand app. Again, you can just hit the apps button inside your Shopify store once you open that account. Or you can go to apps.shopify.com, search print on demand, or search for one of the ones that we've recommended, SPOD, T-Launch, T-Scape, or Gelato. Those are the ones that we would recommend. So get your print on demand app installed. And lastly, go ahead and upload your designs onto the products that you want to sell in your store. And that is your challenge for day 3. Take that in perfect action. I know there's going to be a lot of questions. There's going to be a lot of things that you might come to that kind of T in the road, and you're like, which way do I go? What do I do here? What button do I click? Take that in perfect action. Just go ahead and click around. There's no risk. You're in a 14-day free trial today. Have fun with it. See what you can come up with. But get some products created and continue to take action. Even if you don't feel like it's perfect, remember, we got to continue to take that imperfect action, because imperfect action beats perfect inaction every single time. And try to make everything perfect creates that inaction and that procrastination. So take that imperfect action. Today's giveaways. We've got a $100 Amazon gift card. Come on, get excited. $100 Amazon. You can't complain about that. I love me some Amazon. And we've also got the full Shirt School coaching and course package valued at over $10,000 when you include the coaching that's included and all this kind of stuff. That is what we are giving away today. Hopefully you took down the codes. You saw all 3 of the codes. So right now you can go to shirtschool.com/giveaway. Go ahead and enter your answers in there. Put in your first and last name, enter your answers. Now, want to make sure. So usually about 10 to 15 minutes after the stream ends, what we do is we post that in the Launch Your Brand Challenge Facebook group, and we pin that to the top of the group. So you can always go to the top of the group, hit the See All Announcements button, and you can find out if you won or if somebody else won in the giveaway. If you're a VIP with us, you are automatically entered twice into the giveaway. You don't have to fill out the form. We are automatically entering you in twice. We've already had, I think, 2 VIPs win because you get those double entries. Now, if you're not watching on Facebook with us right now and you're like, I am not in the Facebook group, number one, we recommend that you get in the Facebook group because that's the best way to interact and be a part of the challenge. But what we're going to do today is we're going to post those winners on the shirtschool.com/watchnow page. Okay, shirtschool.com/watchnow. That is where all of our replay videos are. That's probably where a lot of you guys are watching this stream right now. So we're going to go ahead and post the winners over there on that webpage so that if you're not on Facebook, you can see if you won and you can send us an email, support@shirtschool.com, to make sure that you can claim your prize. So, guys, quick teaser for tomorrow. Day 4, 11 a.m. Central Time. That's 12 p.m. in the East. Same time as every day. That's 9 a.m. in the West. How to build your Shopify sales machine in under 90 minutes. We might even get through it in 60 minutes. We'll see. Tomorrow's a really big one. And tomorrow, one thing that a lot of people struggle with is they struggle actually getting a online store built and set up, right? You may not feel like a techie person. Like, I'm not like the techie type. I don't understand this internet thing. You got to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a free gift for you guys that you were able to use our link, shirtschool.com/Shopify. And using that gift, little teaser, we are going to go through step by step of how to build out a high converting Shopify store, a sales machine, not just a crappy store that lives on the internet. We're going to build a store that can actually get sales. And so I'm going to take the tech headache out of it for a lot of you guys. You guys that feel like you can't build a website, tomorrow is a session that you need to be at because we're going to build one. I'm going to walk you through each step, right? It is a little bit more of a, it's a little more in-depth, a little more deep, so you have to pay real close attention tomorrow, but it's going to be really valuable for a lot of you guys because you can get your store set up in under 90 minutes. It's going to be a great training tomorrow, so I want to make sure that you're here. And we are also giving away, I believe we're giving away 2 more Shirt School packages tomorrow. So you got to show up, make sure you get those little codes and get in those giveaways. It's going to be great. And then on Friday, we're talking about marketing and sales, the Shirt School system for marketing and sales. Woo! If you're a VIP with us, we're going to be live in about 2 hours in the VIP group for our second Q&A session. Very excited about that. So if you're watching right now and you paid for VIP access, make sure that you are watching your email, because we'll send an email with a reminder and we'll be live in the VIP group. You guys are awesome. Go out there, get your challenge done today. You guys have a great day, and we will see you back here at 11 a.m. Central Time tomorrow for day 4. It's been awesome. You guys